to reclaim America, which I believe only our party can do. There is literally no more important resource than our churches, our synagogues, our mosques, and temples that grace all of this United States of America. There is no more important need, none, than to hear their voices when they state that we must return to our moral core, lest all be lost. If we do not restore our character, its leadership, and its exceptionalism, trouble lies ahead. The enunciation of faith is absolutely paramount. Our proclamation within the halls of power that God's relationship is with the individual and not the collective is at the center of the American dream. Fellowship and mutual respect are born from this realization. From our spirits are the creation of God, and what is God's must never be disrespected, no matter our station in life, no matter our accomplishments in life. And as conservatives, we as conservatives need to communicate our belief that everyone is endowed with the dignity that must be respected, because we all bear the mark of our Creator. This idea is the means to bring our divided country together, without hatred and without acrimony. It's also an idea that the statists reject. This is their Achilles heel, and it is revealed by the actions of privileged elites who applaud what they themselves would simply not do, as they use and take advantage of those they pretend to support. This is why true conservatism in America declined after the Reagan presidency. The administration of which I was a part brought grit, we brought populism, and a disruptive innovation to revive conservative principles. I'm proud to have helped President Trump destroy ISIS and its leadership. In doing so, we fulfilled my highest calling as the Secretary of State. I made sure our young men and women would be placed in harm's way with less intensity and with less frequency, and I am confident that we saved innumerable lives, American and other, and ended unendurable suffering. I'm proud too of the work we did. I spoke about this on this stage before. We terminated the Joint Comprehensive Plan in Action, the silly Iran nuclear deal that would have aided this terrorist nation to amass the resources to build a nuclear weapon. We should never forget the purpose that those weapons were being built, is to destroy the United States and, of course, the little Satan, Israel. I'm proud that we took decisive action to end the reign of terror of Qasem Soleimani, who was headed Iran's murderous Quds Force. And much like Reagan's sanctions of the regime of the Soviet Union, we put sanctions on the Iranian regime. And we made a real movement to gain freedom for the Iranian people. I'm proud too that we moved our embassy, the American embassy in Israel, to Jerusalem. Too many presidents had taken a pass. We were prepared to break glass to secure American freedom and to make friends with great nations around the world. This is what our party must continue to do. This demonstration of resolve and unalterable support for Israel encouraged 4 Muslim-majority nations to make a real peace with the Jewish state. In March of last year, I spoke at some length at another presidential library, not too far from here, talking about how our administration was the first to stare down China, to hold them to account for the Wuhan virus, for that tyrannical regime's orchestrated cover-up that poisoned the world and killed millions, and China's ongoing theft of American technology and prosperity, and most critically, millions of American jobs. Every nation's history is made one decision at a time. Throughout our administration, domestic and foreign policy changes were numerous. The left seized upon the president's presentation, his style, to disrupt his term and to thwart his chances for re-election. Look, since the end of World War II, America has made many correct decisions, bringing democratic institutions to former enemies, and unending, unprecedented economic security to much of the world. We averted global nuclear war, but we've also faltered. Too many times, we've forgotten that our greatest gift to other nations is the American example. It's not the force of arms.